Hello everybody, we are the Geeks and Degenerates. Fresh from our wholesome animated lineup, we're talking about a lineup filled with very well respected directors. For the first being Darren Aronofsky, the next video we'll do will be about Ari Aster, and the last one will be about Jordan Peele, because all of them are having new movies this year. And we're starting with Darren Aronofsky with, as you've seen in the thumbnail and description, we're doing a Requiem for a Dream. No, it's not his first movie, I realize that, but it's the movie that gave everyone a notice of who he was and gave him a name in Hollywood as a very well respected director who has the power to crush your soul through cinema.
Yay!
Yeah.
A place where I feel safe.
Anyway, this movie stars Marlon Wayans, Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly, and Ellen Burstyn as these people who are struggling through life because they are struggling with addiction,
What kind of addiction, Enza?
drug addiction.
Yay! Sorry. My God, this film. I've never seen Requiem of a Dream for a Dream. I really haven't. I hear great things about it. I was like, oh, cool. Would it be trippy like Donnie Darko or something like that? No, that's not the case.
It's
depressing.
It's so crushing. But yeah, Harry and Tyrone are trying to earn big in the drug industry, while Harry's mom is living by herself. Her name's Sarah. Her husband died years ago, and her son barely comes over. But she is addicted to television as well, and she gets an invite to be on the show. Meanwhile, Tyrone, Harry, and Marion again are just trying to make it big in the drug industry, the illegal drug industry, selling heroin.
They're not pharmacists.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, that's the entire plot, is just what drug addiction can do. And Darren Aronofsky did a fucking great job at like showing us what addiction feels like. I'm just like, oh my God, I don't ever want to fucking feel this.
Right?
Like if anything has deterred me more from drugs is this movie. And is it an important movie to watch? Yes.
Will you ever watch it again?
No. God, no. I learned my lesson. Like just seeing. Yes, okay. I kind of saw it coming with Jared Leto's character, where it's like, yes, he's a heroin addict. It's already implied at the beginning while he's hanging out with one of the white chicks. And by the way, God, what's his name?
Marlon
Wayans. Great fucking acting from this actor. When we mostly see him in like spoof movies or comedy,
scary movie, White Chicks.
Yeah, dude, fucking did a bang of a job here, and like just doing an absolute serious role. It's just crazy. And then of course, like, we do get the love interest of Jared Leto, which is Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. Yeah, she kind of gets her in on it. Like, yes, she's from a rich family. Yes, she wants to be a fashion designer, but the thing is, she doesn't want to be spoiled that way. She wants unconditional love from her parents. And I'm like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So why are you doing drugs with Jared Leto?
I don't know. But yeah, going back to Sarah, she wants to look good on this show, and her friends suggest different diets. They don't work. Her one friend does bring up the fact that her, I believe, daughter went to this doctor, and he gave her drugs, and her daughter is much better. She doesn't eat as much because these drugs stop you from eating, and Sarah, in her desperation to look good in this to feel great in this television show, takes those drugs, and it's just a downward spiral. And like at one point, Harry does come over, talk to his mom, and he's like, "Why are you taking these drugs from this crackpot?" And she's like, "I just want to feel good. It's been so long since I felt that I matter, that I am important, that I'm somebody. I finally have the best seat in the front lawn. I'm finally acknowledged." And she's just like, I want these things because I'm old and I'm lonely. Like that. This is the middle of the movie, and your soul's already being like, oh my god.
Ripped apart. Yeah, and like when we get introduced to like Harry's mom,
Yeah.
she is like very sweet. She's very kind. Harry's trying to sell her TV just so he could buy more drugs.
Yeah.
He's not really the best son,
Yep.
but of course you do see that he loves her, and like you do see this mom loves her son as well, and he's very forgiving.
Yeah.
So it's tough to see just this very nice woman who, if she just didn't like get that call that she would be on the show, she would have been fine.
Would she be fine? She'll still have her demons, her mental
She would
demons.
still be lonely.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she wouldn't be in like a mental institution at the end of the movie.
Yeah. But
She would be lonely.
before we get there, things seem to be going up with Tyrone and Harry until it just goes wrong with the drug deal because Tyrone's arrested because it goes wrong, and they're looking for more ways to get drugs and sell drugs because they constantly are like, if we make it big, and that's a big if we make it big, we'll never have to worry, and it's that chase for like a better life through illegal means that you're like, I don't think this is gonna work out, man. I really don't.
It really doesn't. It's not glorifying like crime or anything. It's not like Breaking Bad. Well, Breaking Bad didn't really.
It doesn't glorify crime either. So,
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it did make it look cool though. But like here, it does not look cool.
yeah,
There's nothing cool about any of this. You could see these people just struggling, pretty much working with what they got,
yeah,
and like them trying their best to function as a person while going through withdrawal.
yeah,
It's just tough, and like seeing them just resort to means of like prostitution, or pretty much just like going to a different part of the country, like Florida, just to sell or buy drugs, because like the Italians and the other drug dealers are kind of having a little bit of a scuffle, making drug prices go high. So
you see how Harry's and Marian's relationship just crumbles when like they're at first sweet with each other, and then as their addiction gets worse, they're like she just wants a taste. Like she's bad. She like they can't live without it. Both of them can't. And so when Harry goes to has nothing left, she like resorts to like selling her body, and it's so hard to see, especially when he leaves for Florida, and then she has to call up Keith David, and you're like, oh cool, I like Keith David. Not in this movie.
not at all. I love Keith David, but he's a scary pimp.
You're right.
I'm like, oh my god, please don't stop touching her.
Right.
Like it wasn't just that. Like she even went to her therapist,
Yeah.
of all people, and he kind of like used her. And like it's so rough too. Is that like he got like a photo of theirs,
Yeah.
and that's where he wrote the number of the pimp.
Yep.
And I'm just like, that's rough. So like every time she looks at it, and she turns it to the number, it clearly shows that she's just there for the drugs now.
Yep.
And like it's so rough, and everybody's a victim here.
Yeah.
And like poor Tyrone and poor little Harry get arrested because they go to the doctor because Harry's arm is
falling out the
going
seams.
gangrene.
Yeah. Like at first you're like, that kind of looks nasty. The next thing you're like, what the fuck is happening to your arm, man?
Like this is the shit that like soldiers get when they get shot,
Yeah.
you know, and they leave it out for a bit.
And like when the doctor inspects his arm and he just collapses, and it's like, you're like, I don't think it's an arm anymore, man. I think it's just a stump. Can you just leave it be?
Yeah, so like they had to cut it off, and it's God.
Dude,
And yeah,
the last 20 minutes of this movie feel like it went on forever. They're just like,
it did.
how many minutes is there left? 10 minutes? Feels like an eternity, man, with like Harry and Tyrone, and then Marian being pimped out by Keith David, and then them having that party, and then Sarah just losing it, and her being institutionalized, and her getting electrotherapy, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening in this movie?
Yeah, she gets electrotherapy. I was just like, this poor girl, like her running through the streets,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, she's drugged out of her mind.
Yeah.
She keeps taking it because every time like she keeps getting scared of her fridge because like she wants to eat,
Yeah.
but now she thinks the fridge wants to eat her. That's
Yeah.
why she doesn't eat.
Yeah.
And like her running through, I guess, New York,
Yeah.
and just babbling to herself, talking to strangers, and then once she gets to the studio, they're just like, "Oh my god,
What have we done to you?
who did we call? Like,
Right.
what happened here?" It's just so rough, and of course they had to call authority,
Yeah.
and then like, yeah, and even they had to break it to her like, "Hey, these type of things take a long time."
Yeah.
So you can't just like
Rel-
come here and like ask to be put on the show.
right? And you're just like one of millions that we call up and maybe get the chance. But they can't tell her that because her mental state is just absolutely fragile, and she goes through all these things, and by the end she's the definition of a shell of her former self, and you're just like, God, this movie is just tearing her soul apart. You're like, whoa, what am I watching?
Her friends like visit her, and then she's just like standing there. Clearly, she's not there anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, all the last shots of Harry, Tyrone, and Sarah and Marianne. Like Marianne, after she comes back from Keith David, has to like these two plastic bags, and that's all she needs. She's surrounded by her drawings, and she's in like in a fetal position. Tyrone is in like a prison, a racist prison. Harry,
Yeah.
you don't know how long he has to live, and he's also just losing it. And Sarah, of course, is just gone forever. You're just by the end of this movie, you're like, I think this movie took a piece of my soul. I don't think I can get it back.
I don't ever want to watch this movie ever again.
Yeah, one of those movies where you're like, I heard so many good things about it. I want to check. Oh my god.
Yeah, people would have a poster of it on like their wall and stuff, and I was just like, oh, if you're a film buff, you watch this movie. No, if you're a mask, that's what you.
Yeah, and the name Darren Aronofsky is just sealed, like branded into your brain forever. Like, even though this movie is soul crushing, every time he has a new movie, I'm like, I kind of want to check it out.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, lordy. One thing I really couldn't stand is the eating in this movie.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, when we get introduced to like Tyrone, he's like chewing. Like, I think Darren Aronofsky knows that fucks people up.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to punch my screen when I was watching this part.
Yeah. His editing is amazing. Like the shots of people walking and the camera's on their face, but the background is just still, but they're moving their heads. It's amazing.
Yeah.
The editing every time Harry, Tyrone, or Maria need a high, like they take the drug, I'm just like, that's fantastic editing. Terrifying, but fantastic. So, what would you rate Requiem for a Dream?
Look, it is a good fucking movie. I have to admit that. It was directed well. It was acted well. And even from Jared Leto, like, yeah, we don't see him in good shit anymore, but like, here he did a fucking banger job. Even like Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
Great fucking job. Especially the mom. God, her name escapes me, but like she was in The Exorcist.
Yeah.
She did a really good job here as well. Especially God, what was her name?
Ellen Burstyn, the actress for the mom. Or
No.
Jennifer Connelly.
Jennifer Connelly. Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a great job as well. It's just that like I just can't. You know. It's like Suspiria. Like, great, I finally watched the movie. People keep talking about it. I don't ever want to watch it again.
Oh, you mean
know?
the one with Dakota Johnson?
Yeah, where like there's that girl who gets like bent to shit in like this mirrored room.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie. I have seen that scene. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
And like, yeah, it's a great message. Holy shit! If ever you wanted to scare your children out of drugs, let them watch this shit.
Yeah.
You know, But yeah, it is an 8 out of 10 for me. It is a damn good movie, directed very well. If we're talking technically, like technical stuff,
Yeah.
it's just that how it made me feel like I'm not okay.
Right.
I hate you for suggesting this movie, but I have to give it a good score because I have to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give this a 9 out of 10 because everybody who watches this movie, again, as I mentioned before, the name Darren Aronofsky, it's not just like gently written onto your brain. It's like cattle branded onto your brain. You're like, I remember that name. Jesus. It's a great movie and one of the greatest PSAs on saying no to drugs ever. But on all seriousness, I do love the cast. I think they all did well. Yes, we clown on Jared Leto, but we forget how incredible he can be when given the right material, which is interesting because he has Tron Ares coming up, and he also has Masters of the Universe, so I can't wait to hear the Joker laugh, his Joker laugh as Skeletor. That would be fun. Marlon Wayans is in the new Jordan Peele movie, him, I believe, so I can't wait to see him in another serious role. And of course, Jennifer Connelly and Ellen Burstyn are amazing. For me, Ellen Burstyn steals the show. Like, everybody is great, but
Agreed.
Ellen, like, aside from The Exorcist, this is her best performance yet, and it's just so crushing by the end. You're just like, this is one of the best performances I've ever seen. Don't think I'll ever see this performance again, but amazing job. I've only seen this movie twice. Once years ago, twice for this video because I'm like, I can't bullshit my way through this. It's a good movie.
I was already like in the middle of it. I have to watch it. I can't look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't fake this.
Right? Even me watching this movie, I was like, how much do I not remember? And then I was like, apparently everything. I forgot Keith David was in this movie. I was like, what's he doing? Oh, fuck.
Horrible shit.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Again, amazing performance. Don't ever want to see this movie or his character again. Like his line when he tells Jennifer Connelly, like, then take it out for air, baby. I'm like, it's in my brain forever. Why?
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Great movie. Don't think I'll ever watch this again within my lifetime. It's like Schindler's List. I've seen Schindler's List twice, and twice is the cap. Great movie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend it watching it more than twice. But yeah, that's been our video for Requiem for a Dream. How much of your soul was crushed when you watched this movie for the first time? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, if you like what you see here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok to see our best and funniest moments. Spotify to hear on the go. And the Visualium Zoda's voices on TikTok and Answolf on Letterboxd. Where can I find you?
You can find me at JomJu__ on Instagram. It is my account.
And until the next soul crushing experience, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Oh, Lordy. Bye.